Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to 30 Ways in 30 Days. Inshallah, today we will talk about another way to Jannah, which is paying the zakat, or giving in charity. In the ayah we just heard, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like the example of a seed or a grain, which grows into 7 stalks or 7 spikes. And each spike or in each stalk, there are 100 grains. So from that little tiny one, it grew to 700. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala multiplies in reward for whom He wills, meaning that 700 can turn to 7,000 or 7 million or 7 billion. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-encompassing, the all-knowledgeable. So in this ayah, Allah is showing us that if you spend in the cause of Allah with sincerity, Allah will reward you in many times over that you can never even imagine. The best investment you can make in the dunya and the akhirah. The word zakat comes from the word which means to grow or to be purified. An-nimu or tahara. So basically, you grow spiritually when you spend in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, your wealth will grow. You are purified in the sense you're purifying your wealth, you're protecting it, you're giving spending it to make sure it's something that's blessed. And also you're purifying your heart from stinginess and selfishness. And these are some of the sicknesses of the heart, over an attachment to the dunya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, خُذْ مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ صَدَقَةً تُطَهِّرُهُمْ وَتُزَكِّيهِمْ بِهَا. Take from their wealth charity so that you may purify them with it, or that you may allow them to grow or get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be cleansed with it. Also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says the opposite of this in those who are stingy. وَلَا يَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ يَبْخُلُونَ بِمَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ هُوَ خَيْرٌ لَهُمْ بَلْ هُوَ شَرٌّ لَهُمْ سَيُطَوَّقُونَ مَا بَخِلُوا بِهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ وَلِلَّهِ مِيرَاثُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ خَبِيرٌ. So basically, do not think the ones who are stingy with the wealth Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them, that it's good for them. It is evil for them, and they will be punished with it on the day of judgment, that wealth that they were stingy with, that they held back from. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala belongs to Him the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and He knows everything. So basically, Allah is reminding us He is the one in charge of all the affairs. He's the one who gives us everything, of food, of water, of drink, of clothing, of life, of breath, of health. Everything we can imagine, Allah is giving it to us, and He's only asking us to give a tiny portion of our wealth back in showing our iman in Him and in helping the others. For the benefit of zakat, there are many. I can go on. I have a list of almost 100 different benefits, and we don't have the time to go through it. Also, I don't have the time to go through all the ahkam or the rulings of zakat, which I highly encourage you to go back to. But I'll mention some of the benefits, inshallah, so that we can be inspired to give our wealth in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to earn this great reward. The least of which is that it is a pillar of our Islam. As the Prophet ﷺ said, بُنِيَ الْإِسْلَامُ عَلَى خَمْسٍ, that Islam is built upon 5 things, and from those 5 things, 5 pillars, He mentioned az-zakat, giving the zakat. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered in many ayats, أَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ, establish a prayer and give the zakat, give the obligatory charity that's due upon you. So it's a pillar of our faith, and the first thing that we're enacting or fulfilling this pillar of our faith, of our iman, of our Islam. Also, it is a way to be free from the description of stingy or miserly. It's also to cleanse the heart of those sicknesses. It helps in the community. التعاون على البر والتقوى. It helps you to achieve bir and taqwa in the sense that you are helping others grow. With each other, you're helping the community. For those that are less fortunate for you. Right now, we're living in a time where many people are suffering economically. Many organizations are suffering economically. It's a beautiful time in Ramadan, if you have zakat due upon you, to pay it, inshallah, and you will get blessed in your wealth for helping in this communities and helping those who are in need. Sadaqah is a burhan, as the Prophet ﷺ said, it's a proof for your iman. You're spending that you know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will return many more fold, either in dunya or in the akhirah, or both. It helps you to increase your hasanat. It helps you, like I said, to purify your wealth. It's a evidence of your thankfulness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has given you so much, now can you give to others to show that you're thankful for what Allah has given you. It helps you to be free from sicknesses. It's a way to prevent harm from coming to you. Also, it's a way to achieve righteousness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لا تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون, that you will not achieve righteousness until you spend from that which you love. from your wealth. يحبون المال حبا جما. People in general, they love wealth, they love possessions. So you're not really achieving righteousness until you spend that which you love. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother or his sister that which he loves for himself. Right? So spending in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you to achieve righteousness. Also, it's a way to achieve high character and morals and great attributes. When you spend in the cause of Allah and you earn the characteristic of generousness, it's a beautiful name and a beautiful attribute, instead of being labeled as one who is a stingy person or a miserly. I can go on and on, but basically it means to be getting into Jannah. It means for protection on the Day of Judgment. It's a means to have the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day. There will be no shade except His shade. It will get you a love of the people, and it will eliminate jealousy from the people. When the rich are in a society, if they don't spend on those that are less fortunate, then those people that are less fortunate may develop envy and jealousy, which are also sicknesses of the heart. So spending in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help them, to help to alleviate them, is a means to eliminate jealousy and envy. Also, when you spend in the cause of Allah, in the zakat in particular, you're helping the institutions of Islam. You're also helping to relieve the debtor, those who are in debt, to relieve their stress and take away that debt from them. You help to free those that are captive, those that are persecuted, those who are unjustly detained. When you spend from your wealth to help in their cause, inshallah, that's a means to alleviate many pains from others and sufferings. And whoever does that for a Muslim, Allah will alleviate your pains, inshallah, in this dunya and in the akhirah. And like I said, I have almost 100. I know you want to get ready to either break your fast or pray Taraweeh or fulfill your other duties, inshallah, this month of Ramadan. Until next time, Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.